So today we are going to be making this adorable little macaroon cat, and I'm not going to use the same yarn because if you saw my recent video, this yarn was awful. I will link that video down in the description below, but we are going to use a chenille yarn, and as you can see, this macaroon cat is fluffy, adorable and squishy, a great little stress ball for your desk or around the house. So we're going to be using the Wool Factory's Dreamscape chenille chunky in pink and this sort of blue-green colour. You can use whatever colours you want. The blue-green is going to be for the filling and the pink is going to be for the outside of our cat. And I am going to use a 4mm hook throughout. No hook changes here, and we are going to start off with our filling and a magic ring. And what I'll do is I'll leave my beginner crochet playlist in the description just in case you're struggling with any of the stitches in this video. Once we have our magic ring, we are going to do 6 double crochet UK turns or 6 single crochet US turns into the magic ring. Now throughout the video, what I'll do so it doesn't have to be super long is I'll tell you to pause the video and then do your stitches needed and then come back for the next steps. So this is going to be the first time to get 6 stitches into that magic ring. Pause the video and come back for the next round. So we have our 6 stitches, and now we are going to increase in every stitch around. So that's going to be 2 double crochet UK turns or 2 single crochet US turns into every stitch around, and at the end of this round you are going to have 12 stitches. That's 2 double crochet UK turns or 2 single crochet US turns into every stitch around. Pause the video here, get your 12 stitches and then come back when you're ready for the next round. So this is what you should have now, and our next round is going to be 1 double crochet increase UK turns or 1 single crochet increase US turns. So that's 1 stitch and then work 2 into the next stitch to make an increase. So 1 double crochet increase UK turns or 1 single crochet increase US turns all the way around to get 18 stitches. Pause the video here, work up your 18 stitches and come back when you're ready for the next round. So this is what your next round will look like, and now we're going to do 2 stitches and then an increase. So 2 double crochet increase UK turns or 2 single crochet increase US turns all the way around. So that's 2 stitches and then work 2 stitches into the next stitch so you get an increase, and this is going to give you 24 stitches. The instructions will be on the screen, so don't worry. Pause the video here and then come back when you've got those 24 stitches and you're ready for the next round. Alrighty, so that's that round complete, and now we're going to do 3 stitches and then an increase. So 3 double crochet increase UK turns or 3 single crochet increase US turns all the way around, and that is going to give you 30 stitches. So 3 double crochet UK turns increase or 3 single crochet US turns increase all the way around, and that will give you 30 stitches. Pause the video and then when you've got your 30 stitches, come back and we'll do the next round. Alrighty, so we are ready for our next round, and this round we are going to do 4 stitches and then an increase. So that's 4 double crochet increase UK turns or 4 single crochet increase US turns, 4 stitches and then an increase in the 5th stitch. However you want to say it, the instructions will be on the screen. So 4 double crochet UK turns or 4 single crochet US turns and then increase in the 5th. This is going to give us 36 stitches. So make your 36 stitches up, pause the video here, and when you're ready, come back and we will do the next round. So this is what our piece looks like so far. It is starting to curve up, which is completely normal. Now we are going to do 5 stitches and then an increase. So we're going to work 5 double crochet increase UK turns or 5 single crochet increase US turns around our piece, and that is going to give us 42 stitches. This will be the last increase round. We are just halfway through our little filling shape. So pause the video, work up your 42 stitches, and then come back here when you're ready for the next steps. And this is what our piece looks like so far, and now we are just going to double crochet all the way around, so that's UK terms, or single crochet all the way around US terms for the next round. We're only going to do one round because it's a flat piece. So work your round of standard crochet stitches, pause the video and come back here when you're ready for the next steps. And now we're going to start our decreases, so it'll look a little bit curved up just like this, again completely normal. And we're going to start our decrease rounds, and we're going to start with 5 double crochet decrease UK terms, or 5 single crochet decrease US terms. So that's 5 stitches and then a decrease. I like to do an invisible decrease, but it's completely up to you if you do or not. I'm pretty certain you can't see a decrease if it's not an invisible one in Plushie yarn anyway. So that's 5 stitches and then a decrease all the way around, and that will give you 36 stitches. Pause the video, come back here when you're done. Okay, so we're ready for our next decrease round, and this time we are going to do 4 stitches and then a decrease. So 4 double crochet decrease UK terms, or 4 single crochet decrease US terms. That's 4 stitches and then a decrease all the way around, and that is going to give you 30 stitches. So again, sick of saying it now, you're probably sick of hearing it, but if you pause the video and come back here when you're ready for the next steps. And this is what you will have so far. Now we are going to do 3 stitches and then a decrease. So that's going to be 3 double crochet decrease UK terms, or 3 single crochet decrease US terms all the way around, and that will give us 24 stitches. So again, 3 double crochet decrease UK terms, or 3 single crochet decrease US terms all the way around for 24 stitches. Pause the video and come back when you're ready for the next steps. So for the next round we are going to do a 2 double crochet UK terms decrease, or 2 single crochet US terms decrease, and that is going to give us 18 stitches. That's 2 stitches and then a decrease all the way around, and that is going to give us 18 stitches. Again, this is how I do an invisible decrease. Don't worry too much if you aren't quite there yet. A normal decrease will not show in this Plushie yarn. Pause the video here, get your 18 stitches and come back when you're ready for the next steps. And for this next round we are going to do 1 double crochet decrease UK terms, or 1 single crochet decrease US terms all the way around. So that's 1 stitch and then a decrease all the way around, and that will give us 12 stitches. We are super close to finishing our filling and getting onto our cat macaroon body, but for now pause the video, get your 12 stitches and then come back when you are ready for the next steps. And this is what your piece will look like now, nice and flat like a pancake, which is exactly what we want. Now we are going to do our last round, and this is a decrease round, and all you are going to do is decrease around 6 times. So 6 decreases around, and this will be our last round, and then we will fasten off. So get your 6 decreases in and come back when you're ready to fasten off. I'll show you how to do that. Pause the video and I'll see you in a mo. So this is our filling complete. You just need to fasten off, pull up your loop and then pull taut. Be careful when you're using chenille yarn, you don't pull too tight, it will snap. And then what you want to do is close the center of your filling with your tail end and weave in your ends. Now we are going to get onto our cat body and head. Now we're going to use pink yarn for this, and you want to make 2 of these. Make 2 of these shapes. I am going to show you the head, but it's exactly the same for the body. And we are going to start with a magic ring. And I'm going to show you the head so that I can show you how to put on the eyes and the best practices of stuffing and things like that. But you need to make 2 of these shapes, 1 head and 1 bottom, and that will be the 2 sides of your macaroon. So 6 double crochet UK terms or 6 single crochet US terms into that magic ring. You know what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you to pause the video, get your 6 stitches and come back when you're ready for the next steps. So we have those 6 stitches and now we are going to increase into every stitch around. So that's 2 double crochet UK terms or 2 single crochet US terms into each stitch around, and that is going to give you 12 stitches. Pause the video, get your 12 stitches and come back when you're ready for the next round. Now that is what your round will look like, and this time we are going to do 1 stitch and then an increase. So 1 double crochet UK terms or 1 single crochet US terms and then an increase. And we are going to work that all the way around. Again, don't worry, the instructions will be on the screen. And this is going to give us 18 stitches. So 1 stitch and then an increase all the way around for 18 stitches. Pause the video here and come back when you're ready for the next round. Okay, so this is what you should have now, and then we are going to work 2 stitches and an increase. So 2 double crochet increase UK terms or 2 single crochet increase US terms all the way around, and that is going to give us 24 stitches. So that's 2 double crochet increase UK terms or 2 single crochet increase US terms all the way around, and that is going to give us 24 stitches. Pause the video, get your 24 stitches and come back when you're ready for the next round. And this is what your piece should look like now. The next round is going to be 3 stitches and then an increase. So 3 double crochet increase UK terms or 3 single crochet increase US terms. And you are going to do that all the way around, and we are going to have 30 stitches at the end of this round. So 3 stitches and then increase all the way around for 30 stitches at the end of the round. Pause the video, get your 30 stitches and come back here when you're ready for the next step. Okay, so we are on our final increase round, and this time we are going to do 4 stitches and then increase. So 4 double crochet increase UK terms or 4 single crochet increase US terms, and that is going to give us 36 stitches at the end of this round. So 4 stitches and then increase, and that is going to give us 36 stitches at the end of this round. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you pause the video, get you 36 stitches and then come back and I'll show you what the next steps are. So this is what your piece will look like now. We are now going to put 1 stitch in every stitch around. So double crochet around UK terms for 2 rounds or single crochet around US terms for 2 rounds. You are going to have 36 stitches at the end of both of these rounds. Pause the video and come back for the next steps. And this is what our shape is starting to look like, a nice little dome shape. Now we are going to do a round of stitches this time in the back loop only. So this is the front loop. We are going to work in the back loop only. So from the middle pushing out to the back, you just want to catch 1 loop on your hook. And we're just going to work 1 stitch around into every back loop only. So 1 double crochet around in the back loop only UK terms or 1 single crochet around in the back loop only US terms. This is just going to mean that the bottom when we decrease will fold inwards and lie flat. Pause the video and come back for the next steps. And this is what our piece will look like now. We are now going to start to decrease, and we will start with a 4 double crochet UK terms decrease or 4 single crochet US terms decrease all the way around, and this will give us 30 stitches at the end of the round. So 4 double crochet decrease UK terms or 4 single crochet decrease US terms all the way around. Pause the video and come back when you're ready for the next steps. And this is what our piece looks like now. You can see it's nicely starting to flatten out at the bottom, and when you put it together with your filling, you'll see the sort of vision that you're going for. We're now going to add our eyes. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop safety eyes in between rounds 5 and 6, roughly 6 stitches apart. So if you count down first to find the row between rounds 5 and 6, so here and here, and just pop one of your safety eyes in. Now, I've said roughly 5 to 6 stitches apart because it all really depends on what look you want for your amigurumi. Particularly myself, I like my eyes to be spaced out a little bit further apart as opposed to closer together. The important thing here is do not put those backs on until you are happy with the placement of your eyes. So I'm not loving this. I'm going to space them out a little bit wider because that is just the look I like to go for. Do not put the backs on until you are happy with the positioning. And even then, when you've put one back on, just check first before you put the other back on. Then we have our eyes in place, backs secured. When you are happy with how they look, we're going to do the next decrease round. So this time we are going to do 3 double crochet decrease UK terms or 3 single crochet decrease US terms. And that is going to give us 24 stitches. So pause the video here, get your 24 stitches and then come back when you're ready for the next steps. And this is what we will have so far. And now our next round is going to be 2 double crochet decrease UK terms or 2 single crochet decrease US terms. So 2 stitches and then a decrease all the way around. And that is going to give you 18 stitches at the end of this round. Pause the video, work up your 18 stitches and come back when you're ready for the next steps. And this is what your head should look like now, or your bottom piece if you're doing that piece. We are now going to stuff, and what I want you to do is stuff little and often, making sure that the bottom of your piece, the bit where we're decreasing, will lie flat, but you've got enough stuffing in that head so it does pop up a little bit. You don't want to stuff fully because that will give us a ball, and we need that bottom piece to lie flat against the filling so that we can sew it all together. So once we've got our stuffing in, we are going to do the next decrease round, and this time we are going to do 1 stitch and then a decrease. So 1 stitch and then a decrease, 1 double crochet decrease UK turns or 1 single crochet decrease US turns all the way around, and that will give us 12 stitches at the end of the round. So pause the video here, get your stuffing in if you haven't already, do your 12 stitches and then come back when you're ready for the next steps. So we have 1 round left, and this is just going to be a decrease around, so 6 decrease all the way around, and this is going to give us 6 stitches and then we will fasten off. And what you want to make sure when you fasten off for the head piece only is to leave a longer tail, because you are going to need a longer tail to close your circle and sew all your pieces together. So decrease around 6 times and then fasten off. Remembering to leave a long tail, and the way that I fasten off is just to slip stitch and then pull up a really long loop and fasten off like that. So pause the video and get to this point. Pause the video and make your second piece as well for your bottom piece, and then we will make the ears when you're ready for that next step. So to make our ears, you are going to start again with a magic ring in the pink yarn, and we are going to do 3 double crochet UK turns or 3 single crochet US turns into the magic ring. Now this can be a little bit fiddly because we're working with smaller amounts of stitches, but persevere with it and go slow if you need to. You just need to get those 3 double crochet UK turns or 3 single crochet US turns into this magic ring to begin with. The fiddly bit actually comes with the next round when you're trying to increase into those 3 stitches. So as I only have 1 stitch left to pop in, I will continue this one with you. And just give a little tug on that chenille yarn to close the ring if you need to. Remember, chenille yarn can snap really easily. And then we're going to increase in every stitch around. So 2 double crochet UK turns or 2 single crochet US turns in every stitch around to get 6 stitches. Pause the video here, get your 6 stitches and come back when you're ready for the next round. Now we are going to put a double crochet and then increase around UK turns or single crochet increase around US turns, and that is going to give us 9 stitches. So double crochet increase UK turns or single crochet increase US turns around to give us 9 stitches. Pause the video and come back when you're ready for the next round. And for the final round of the ears, we are just going to double crochet UK turns or single crochet US turns all the way around. Bear in mind you will need to make 2 ears, so when you have finished this first ear, go ahead and make yourself another ear and then come back when you're ready to sew all your parts together. So let's sew on these ears first, and this is the way that I like to sew my parts together. I like to create a couple of anchor stitches before I sew down the length of the ear. The first one will be at the top of the ear where I want that one to sit, and then I'll anchor that into the top of the head. And then my second stitch will be at the bottom of the ear where I want the bottom of my ear to sit, and then I'll anchor that stitch into the head as well. So that's my top stitch on, and then what I'm going to do is lay the ear down, and this is sort of where I want to come out. So I'm going to push my needle in and come out at the bottom of the ear when I'm happy with where it's going to sit, and then I will anchor a stitch with that onto the ear itself. And then when it's in place, you'll just see that the ear is sitting exactly where I want it to be, and then I can sew the rest of the ear on. So I'm going to sew that ear on now. I'm going to do exactly the same for the second ear. Pause the video and come back when your ears are on. So 2 ears in place, let's make a face. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did. So black thread, I'm going to insert some black thread in to make a nose and a couple of whiskers on each side as well, just to give it a little bit of a charming facial feature as opposed to leaving this big blank space in the middle. And really, really simple nose, just passing 2 or 3 threads of yarn between these stitches over and over and over again. You can place the nose exactly where you want it, but this is exactly how I'm going to do my really, really simple nose. And then the whiskers are just going to be as simple. All I'm going to do is push my needle out where I want the whiskers to start, which is going to be just behind and underneath this eye here. And then just map out with the thread before you put the needle back in. It's really as easy as that. So I want it to sort of go to here, put the needle back in, figure out where you want your second whisker to go, push the needle out, map out the whisker again to where you want it to go, and then this time you're obviously going to go over to the second side and repeat the process again. If you'd like a more in-depth tutorial on faces, let me know in the comments. Pop your face on, pause the video and come back when you're ready. And now we are going to sew all of our pieces together. So we have our middle, we have our bottom piece and our head with our ears and face attached. And we are going to sew everything together. Now this is going to look more complicated than it is. I promise you, once you get around halfway or even before that, you'll sort of be like, I get it now. I will show you as clearly as I can as we go along. So what you're going to want to do is your really long tail of your head, sew that hole closed first, and then grab your filling piece and push your yarn needle through the center of that and come out through the center, push that all the way up to the head. So your filling will go onto your head, and then this is what you'll look like so far. Don't worry, it's quite poofy at the minute. We are going to fix that with the sewing. Then what you want to do with your bottom piece is with your flat part, So this bit here, you want to thread your needle through one side of the middle and then out through the other and pull. Then you're going to go back through the filling on a stitch over from the center, and then you're going to go back onto the head in a different stitch than when you came down. Just bear in mind, if you're using chenille yarn and you're pulling tight, not to pull too tight because this yarn can snap. And then the magic of making this piece a little bit flatter will be with the sewing. So once you've got your first sort of few stitches in to bring all the pieces together, we are then going to flatten out our work and sew the head to the filling to the body a little bit better so that it looks more of a macaroon and less of a burger. And the way that we are going to do this is you are going to place your yarn through a couple of stitches on the head, down through the filling, and then a couple of stitches on the bottom. So a couple of stitches on the head, and then a couple of stitches on the filling. It doesn't really matter where you place them as long as they're in line. You want to just place them as far out as you want your filling to show. And then once you've done those stitches, you're going to go down through the filling and catch a couple of stitches on the bottom. And you can see here already where I've sewn the stitches at the front, we're coming nice and flat, and where I haven't at the back, it's quite poofy still. If you go all the way around, that flatness will come and it will bring all of your head, middle and bottom pieces together all the way around. So that is how you want to continue around, catching a few stitches on the bottom, on the filling, on the head, and then repeat that all the way around. And it will flatten out your piece and give you that macaroon-esque look. So you'll have a top piece, a filling and a bottom piece, and it will flatten out as you go along. So what you want to do is pause the video here, sew your piece together, and then come back and we will do a final reveal. And this is what your macaroon kitty should look like now. You can see all the way around that filling and that top and bottom piece have really flattened out because of how you've sewn it around. I'm just going to show you how we are going to fasten off. Now this dude is squishy. You can squish him, squeeze him, you can use him with one hand. It's a nice idea for a stress ball if you don't want a traditional one lying on your desk. Let's show you how to fasten off. So if your thread is coming out here, we're just going to pop the thread around and into one of the stitches so that it comes out of the back somewhere. Because what you don't want to do is have your last stitch showing. If it does, it shouldn't do with this method. Squidge him down nicely, and then what you're going to do is just thread this last loop around one of the stitches and make a knot like so, and then pull again, remember not too tightly, it's chenille yarn, and push your thread into where you've made that knot and out of another space on the body. Now it will create a little bit of an indent, but you can fluff that up a little bit so that it doesn't, and then snip the end off and push that end into the body, just because I think this is a little bit more secure than snipping the end off close to the body. And then you will have your final macaroon kitty in hand. Let me know in the comments if you would like any other food themed animals. This is a macaroon kitty that came from some hobbycraft yarn, the video of which will be linked below. I adore him. I think he's a great stress ball and a cute addition to my amigurumi shelf. If you love this pattern, please leave a like on this video and let me know if you would like any other amigurumis in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.